Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In the last episode, we finally got steel up and running, we've got the trains moving, and we can see our very first little bit of steel going on. But I'm going to pause the game, even though we've got some trains running here. I'm going to pause the game because we also now have the trash update or the up and running. So let's quickly have a look at the game settings just to see what is actually going on here. So we're still doing all of the stuff that we've done in the past. Waste management and maintenance was not enabled automatically. And I don't know if we can enable them now. I'm not going to do it. It's not something that I think our Republic is ready to do. What is interesting, though, is if we look at all of the other things here, research has been enabled automatically. And I think that's okay. That is okay. I don't think we've lost access to any of the buildings we have, but it does put us in a position. Well, I think waste management is not on at all, so we can't do any of this stuff. What is that? We could build that? We can't build that, right? We can build a gravel recycling plant, but we wouldn't generate anything. We don't have construction waste to deal with. That's interesting. Very interesting. If we have a look at the construction offices, explosive factory we can build and maybe sell the explosives, we should be able to do, wow, actually, I don't know what the cost of, let's have a quick look at that. What's the cost of explosives? Explosives. Ooh. Explosives are very expensive. That can't be right, can it? Seems very expensive to me. We should be able to easily do that, right? So we'll be able to do a little bit of chemicals, a little bit of wood, and some gravel. This is a good factory for us to do. And we'll be able to sell tons of explosive and make quite a profit on that. Okay, anyway, we'll come back to that. So anyway, there's a few things there. We certainly can't do, so we don't do demolition at the moment. And now what is a problem is lots of research needs to happen. We haven't lost access to any of the buildings that we've already built, but of course we won't be able to build any new stuff. And even here you can see I've switched off the display of all the mods. They're still all here. They're all still here, but what I say is please don't display them. And I can probably display favorites only, but we'll come back to that later. At the moment, I'm going to try and go a little bit without the mods. We've got things like a radio that needs work. Let's see if our current radio stations are actually still functioning. They seem to be functioning and have an effect on things. Not so much on, well, it's more cultural enjoyment than anything else, but a little bit of government loyalty is happening there. But before we get too bogged down in this, we need to go and have a look at research. So for this episode, I do want us to get as much research done as possible. Interestingly enough, we can see that basic engineering and advanced engineering is done. Engineering and advanced engineering is done. The additional pieces is not. We have a dry dock over there, and so dry dock project, is still miles away in terms of research, but we've already got one. And there's a few other bits and pieces that's been researched, like chemistry, semiconductors, and electronic circuits. Plastics have not, but we're doing that. We don't have the geology map, and so we don't know where any of our resources are, apart from the fact that we kind of plan towards it. Airports, certainly a problem. None of this. Steel recycling. I don't know if any of these will actually work because we don't have waste management. So anyway, what we need to do, and then the one that's probably most problematic for us is logistics optimization. So we definitely want to get cracking on that straight away. So let's make a start. So this is a communist headquarters. Logistics study is the first thing that we want to do. But at the same time, I'm going to start doing research at all of our universities. The Faculty of Geology is something that we want to get up and running. We should have a university here, which is also technical in nature. Fertilization, probably something we'll need to do. Hang on. Let's pop down here and see if we've got a fertility awareness here. We do. Okay, let's have the overlay on. So we do need to have a bit of a look at this, the overlay for fertility. Please show me everything. So it's all at 70% at the moment. And what would be quite interesting is to see how that changes over time. So let's get cracking on fertility studies. Over here, we'll do a little bit of fertility study work there, fertilization. So we'll get that guy moving on fertility. This guy over here, what do we need? Broadcasting introduction. I think that's important. Actually, bitumen study, fuel study. I'm not too sure where oil processing comes in. We don't need it straight away. Gas power plants, advanced engineering. I thought we have it. Anyway, I'm not going to fuss with the stuff that we already kind of have. Phone tapping. That's a good one. Forest study is something I would like to do. Pollution, basic research is something that will help our health system quite a lot. But let's go for broadcasting. I'm just worried we're going to stop having stuff done there. Now, this is a tiny one here. We do have tourists, so let's get a tourism study underway there and see maybe, because I'm a little worried we might see less tourists coming in. No, we've got tourists here. For some reason, you can't find your way. You should be able to find your way. What's the issue here? Oh, yeah, no, you found your way. Missing resources, all these kind of messages. Okay, that's good. Let's park it there for a minute. I'm going to keep pausing it just to make sure we're doing as much as we can. We still have one more university over here in Avocarod. It's a medical university, and so we can make a start on things there. So what do we have? Virology, preventative medicine. So the Faculty of Preventative Medicine, which will study how we could prevent some more common diseases or human body failures. The plan is to reduce departures of the ambulance. So that's okay. Edification, toughening. Research how to apply toughening into public minds and get citizens more resistant to cold interiors. Ooh, that might be very good for us. Vitamins, I think that has the resistance to pollution. Increase the birth rate, decrease the birth rate, and alcohol standards. We're going to not worry about those. I think it's either vitamins or edification toughening. Let's get edification toughening going, and then we'll move it on from there. And we can obviously spin these up as best we can at the moment. So let's just do that. Get as much resources into our research as we can. So we can make a start on the research and see how that works. It's going to be winter fairly soon. And we'll have to have a look at a variety of different things. Now, if we go, we have things like the one-way roads now. Maintenance is not... maintenance, this is technical services. Maintenance is not enabled at the moment. And we've got a lot of other bits and pieces in here. Rail. Yeah, this is this new station. So there's plenty of new kind of models and things. From a pedestrian environment, I don't think anything has really changed. No, not that I can see. Shipping. Oh no, dry docks over here somewhere. So this is the basic shipping stuff. All of this stuff is locked behind the research that we still need to do. Cableways we have to do. There's a lot. We can do one-way factory connections, but I'm not too sure that's a requirement just yet. It's not going to harm us to kind of do that in that direction, just to make sure that it keeps going. I don't think we can do, it's obviously these are one-ways already. The factory connection one-ways we could do. Nothing else there that I think we're going to change straight away. We would like to speed things up a little bit because we need to get through that research. We will see notifications when the research is done. Let's clear off all of these messages. Here comes more coal. So we are really filling these up, and we don't have a power supply nearby. Yeah, so it's going all the way up to there, and then this guy is providing... it is supposed to be providing power here. Oh, that doesn't have a power supply. That's not the end of the world, to be honest. Orphanage doesn't have enough tutors. But what I thought I might do is I may actually make a start on the next one down here. So let's get a little bit of construction underway. Now, as we probably make a start on this stuff, okay, so let's get that to make a start. We'll at the same time have a look at, we can get Kioski involved here as well. And we can get Zacto involved here also. So we'll just slowly get all of this done. We've got This is just a loading station. We've got this guy here to help us potentially distribute our steel, which is something that we'll have a bit of a look at in this episode. While we get that started, and to be honest, the reason I can't do everything is because these aren't actually connected up. So let's connect them up and just make sure that we, again, tell everybody that we would like them to work on all of these bits and pieces. Now, so that's a good start. We'll get that happening. Oh, and what we can also do is I'm definitely going to change that to say maybe 15 workers over there. I think for the most part, a standard 15 workers is going to be a good thing for us to do on most things. Okay, so that's a good starting point. We have got tons of research on, needing to happen. We need to distribute goods to these warehouses. So I have set them up. So let's maybe, we don't have, no, we have a distribution offices ready to go. So we have a rail distribution office over here. So it may be, actually, is that what I wanted? Am I allowing this to go this way for, yes, I really shouldn't be doing that. Let's have a look at our signaling here. I think this was probably due to us doing the construction here. Really, this needs to be one way only, right? So one way, right? And then they can exit out through that way and actually be on the right side of their journey. So one way only is what we're going to do here. So stop going in all different directions. Now, we've got two distribution offices here. The one is border rail. And what I would like to look at is it is actually, we're not distributing food from here. Let's start it off with food. The research program is finished. So exactly right. Let's pop in here and make a start on the next piece, distribution offices. And I would like to ramp up our resourcing on that as best possible so that we can move that through as quickly as we can. The other thing we can have a look at now is the impacts on health. So health is at 89% and it's remaining steady. We can see that about 1,000 people are being affected by pollution, and we don't know where that is. So this is going to make it a little bit more important for us to do pollution sensors throughout our republic so that we can actually find that out. There's like 30 people that's starving, so that's obviously a bit of a problem and something we like to address as quickly as we can. Drinking alcohol is having an impact, and I don't think we're going to take that away. And then we've got a number of people that's been affected by, 2 people unable to visit a doctor, which is not a big problem at that level, but of course is something we want to keep an eye on. And stroke or heart attack, there's only like 50 people affected by that, but it's still an interesting new dynamic, something that we haven't actually played with in the past. If we look at happiness is slowly creeping up. And if we look at the thing that's causing us the most problems, it's crime. 1,242 people are actually impacted by crime. And so if we do a bit of a stronger push to manage crime, that might cause our happiness to go up. Unable to drink alcohol is still also a big issue for a few people. Well, a minuscule amount of people in the larger scheme of things in our republic. And then there's a few people that are unhappy because they've arrived in prison and a few things like that, which we're not going to really be bothered about too much. A few people unable to get electronics. I think that's in Havakarot. I know we've got a bit of an electronic shortage over there. But it is quite an interesting perspective to keep an eye on. Okay, so we will continue our research there. Let's ramp up research in this side as well. Let's make sure we're putting as many people as we possibly can. Students waiting for professor. Yeah, so let's do about that. So let's just make sure that we're maxing out our research here and make that happen as quickly as we possibly can. Over here, we might add a few more people in the research category there as well. Okay, now we want to distribute food to our area. So this is food distribution, right? We're picking up food here and we distribute food to a number of different locations. Zacto is one of them. Okay, so what we'll do, we can see that we potentially have a shortage of trains here because I don't think there's anything available. So we may need to bring in a few more wagons, which we might do. These guys run on electrics, right? These are electric. Somehow I can't. Yeah, it has to be. Otherwise, it would have said fuel, right? Yeah. It's electric. They were silly. Okay, so this one, we're going to grab this one and say, you are going to start distributing food all the way up here to, and I always pause when I set the distribution. Okay, so we would like food in here. 3, oh, no, should have. Okay, so we've already set that, right? And I just want to make sure, sorry, we're flying back and forth here, and it's not, I should have just pinned it from the start. So now that this is in there, I would like us to unload, and we would like to make sure we're unloading whatever we can there. So if it's got food or alcohol, we can do that. It will pick up grain, and it will pick up food. I don't think there's anything that can take grain there though, right? So let's just make sure. I'm going to go back. Let's spin it just so that we don't lose it again. I want to go over here and just have a quick look. I don't like ticking the boxes. I'd rather have them deliver everything they can. So grain or crops, I keep saying grain, but crops won't be delivered here. And crops certainly won't be delivered there. And crops certainly won't be delivered there. So those will not see us have any crops come in. We don't have a power supply here, so we need to draw some power through this way. But we will start seeing food arrive here now. So we'll get that going. We might have to expand on things a little bit. Got iron. Yeah, our coal is coming up nicely over here now, so that's good. I wouldn't mind. Electricity problem where? Compact helicopter in ExactChaos South. Okay, I'm not going to bother with that just now. We will do a lot of different bits and pieces with this. Okay, but first things first, I need us to bring in a little bit more power. I don't have the mods ready to go at the moment. And I'm going to try and do a little bit without the mods. So potentially, if we do something like this, that should give us a fair reach of electrification in this area. So let's do that one. I don't mind it, and we can make a start on constructing this. I may even put moderate air onto that so that we can start getting that constructed fairly quickly. And at the same time, I would like to run an underground cable. We've got citizens' happiness too low. I'm going to have a look at that now. Let's go underground here, and yeah, I think this one. Just grab from there. And we'll run it through that way. Yes, perfect. So let's make a start on that piece. And I would like to have, we can get moderate air onto that one too. We can get cosy onto it, and we can maybe get Zacto North Heli onto this one as well. Let's just get that moving a little quicker. Now, I'm going to jump back and forth. I just want to make sure we have a look. So this is ExactChaos Central. There's a brick house there that doesn't have a lot of happiness. And I think this is coming back up because I think they used to not have access to food and the likes, which should now be resolved. So I'm not, I think that the biggest issues there have been dealt with. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Now, the next piece, research program finished. That's an important one for us to have a look at. Now, the Faculty of Geology has done that. So now the next piece, we don't want a bauxite study. Yes, the geological map is an important one, so we'll get that going. The first things first, so Faculty of Geology doesn't actually give us anything. Did it give us anything at all? If we have a look here, Faculty of Geology doesn't actually tell us. Let's go in here and have a look. By itself, it just is just a preemptive piece of research. It doesn't actually do anything. Create a Faculty of Geology to get to know more about minerals like bauxite and uranium. Okay, so it's just it's just a prerequisite. That's all that it is. So we'll have to just keep on doing our research. And we'll keep a close eye on making sure research is being done. What is that? Oh, that's a traffic jam, and we know about that one. That's good. Not enough tutors, missing resources, food. Oh. Okay, so we're out of food here. We need to really... Okay, we are fully loaded on this. We can probably switch this guy back on to bring some more stuff in. And with the fertility problems, that might be really important. So please make a start, and you can go over here to drop off your existing load. That's good. So you can make a start there. We will have a look at our fertility, right? So once we finish these things, let's have a quick look to see if fertility is being impacted. Heating problems. That's fine. I would have understood that. Oh, yeah, here we go. Look at this fertility. Very poor fertility. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to sort that out. Missing resources, oil. So a lot of things that's problematic at the moment. This is working, but we need to understand that we don't really have a lot of people in this place. So we'll have to have a look at maybe redistributing some labor. If we can send more workers from this area down there, that might be better. Who is waiting in what location? So you're waiting. And you're waiting. For some reason, you're actually... okay, let's send you back home. And now everybody else should start working. Oh, I think what happened is you finish your electrification over here. Okay, but the other side still needs to be electrified. We've got a research program that's just finished. We'll have a look at that in just a minute. Actually, that's predominantly done. Let's leave that there. What's going on here? That's not assigned at the moment. That's not assigned. That's assigned from this area. Okay, that's interesting. So it's coming in from the other side. So it will actually get done. So that's okay. Let's head on over to this university. So what does this say? Our expert says the technical university has finished this research. Let's pop in and see what it's saying about that piece of research that we've concluded here. Study about influence of fertilizing to the yield of fields. And then the next piece is synthetic fertilization that can happen from there. So let's... we can't... I don't actually see... Oh, here it is, synthetic fertilization. So let's get moving on synthetics fertilization. We'll keep it in there, and that should be okay. So let's get moving on that one. Close that out, get it out of the way. Wow, lots of different things. Now, the next piece of distribution, which I think happens from probably over here. No, this is export. Well, is it exports? Let's just have a quick look. It's exports and imports, to be honest. Look at... Ooh, this is not good. How can you load and unload food? Ooh, I think we should not be unloading food. We can still do alcohol, but we should not be unloading food. I don't think we have enough food to be exporting it. Rather keep it. So at the moment, you're loading food and alcohol at the cargo station. You're not really doing anything with meat and... Oh, you're unloading meat. So are you loading meat somewhere? Oh, at the border. Okay, that's fine. So this is not really our meat piece that we're after. So if we're saying we want to pick up meat, who is in fact picking up meat? Okay, so you're picking up meat. Okay, so basically I need to assign you to go and take the meat further away. Are you also picking up the other components? Yes, you are. Okay, so basically I need to take Geology border rail distribution and assign it over here. Okay, and it will bring in steel and boards and prefabs and bricks. It'll bring in everything it needs into this area. So let's just go down all the way to the bottom. Make sure we're saying unload. And you can basically unload everything you could potentially unload in this area. The one thing I would like you to probably not bring in is food. So let's just see if you are loading food. You're not loading food anywhere, so you should be fine. So let's see how that goes. That should be bringing in a bunch of other bits and pieces that we may need in this area. Lots of construction underway here, which I like to see. Look at this steel. Look at the amount of steel that we're busy creating here. And are we keeping pace? Oh, yes, we've got a train here dropping off at the moment. So we should, if we start exporting steel, things will look really good for us. Have we managed to build this? No, we haven't. So things will slowly get built and we'll power this area on as we start to see meat arrive. We have not yet set up our internal distribution from this area. We'll use some distribution offices over here to distribute to our new city. What's that? That's done. Electrification. Forget about that for the time being. I'm not going to be too fussed with these just for the time being. The focus of our attention at the moment is getting our research up and running. Do we still have tourists around? We do have tourists around. They don't have alcohol though, but we do have tourists around, and they seem to be reasonably happy and giving us a fair bit of money here as well. Okay, in terms of technical stuff, we will need to do a bit of construction work. Have we? Oh, we finished our research here. I don't know why I didn't. I probably didn't look at it. Let's get the rail distribution work going. Fairly quickly if we can. And over here, yeah, that's the geological map that's being produced. I just want to keep an eye on these things. That's synthetic fertilizers. This guy's doing broadcasting. Add more people to the mix there straight away, buddy. Let's make sure we keep a few people around. And then this guy will take ages because it's got almost no one doing this work. I might not do any further research from this one actually. Let's suspend this research. This one's not going to work for us, so we're not going to research through there. Got another traffic jam somewhere. I believe this is our new town. Yeah, here it is. So we are basically exporting all of our sewage from here. We've got our own water and we're doing the whole sewage thing. People here seem to be pretty happy. What would be interesting is if you can actually see it at this level. So I can see, obviously, our happiness is fairly high here. It's higher than the rest of our nation. And so we can probably start to do a little bit more. Oh, we've got universities over here. Let's, Bedlam University. That's an interesting one. Maybe you should start doing our research there, and we'll do a little bit of this, right, where we try and balance that out a little bit more. Train is waiting too long. That is again probably over here. So we are trying to fix a few different pieces. So who's struggling where? You are trying to, I believe you're trying to come back to this. So if you turn around, I just want to test it out quickly. Yeah, see, we should just have turned you around. Okay, once we get through this, come on, workers. So obviously all of this is a little bit of a, oh, there we go, workers has arrived. Get through the electrification there. Hopefully it can go all the way through. Yeah, it should. And this guy should now be able to make its move. Yes, there we go. Excellent, good stuff. Hopefully that's the last little section of electrification over there, and then we will get our rail pieces done. This might be a good spot to actually just talk about another series that I'm planning. So I'm not sure how the trash and maintenance kind of update is going to affect this playthrough. I'm not sure. I think things won't necessarily break, but it might. But I do want us to start playing around a little bit with the waste management side of things and the maintenance side of things. But adding it to this 38,000 strong republic might not actually be in our favor, and we might struggle really to get that to work because it's a bit of a retrospect. So thinking about a new series where I will be some kind of hybrid of some kind of hybrid really. That that would be almost, it won't be a realistic mode. We will be building things, building things like the issues like the rail electrification and things like that. But once we've established ourselves, we will then and our starter towns and things like that will be insta-built. But then we'll start to transition towards a realistic mode when we have some critical mass. But that will enable us to at least quickly adapt to the maintenance and the waste management side of things. You are fine. You can just turn around. You should be able to go home quite easily from that location. Oh, it didn't work because I didn't actually change the signals over there. But anyway, it's now done. So let's quickly fix our signals. Oh, actually, yeah, I didn't actually set all the signals correctly. So let's do this. That should now be proper signaling. Research program finished. We'll have a look at that in just a minute. You should find your way. Why are all of you now struggling? People are waiting. Hang on. Let's just see what's going on here. Got trains waiting because of what? You're heading up here, right? Oh, everybody's waiting. What is going on? Okay, why are you not moving? You're trying to deliver stuff here. So let's just have a look at our signaling. That's interesting. There's a lot of trains trying to deliver stuff. Oh. I'm assuming you're not trying to come back this way. No one can, actually. So why? Oh, we don't have... This is the issue. Let's sort out our signaling straight away. So signals... Something like this. We may find a spot there. Good, I like it. We'll find another spot right there. Find another spot here. We'll rather do more signals than less in some of these complex environments. So at least that should allow a lot of movement. So now these guys can quite comfortably get into some of these other spots. More than enough room there now. And what we'll do is we'll continue to provide signals at reasonable intervals in front of the road segments. We can probably squeeze another one in there. That should be okay. It might be a little bit short, that one. And then it's joining everything over here. It can... So what are we trying to do? Okay. So here... that was part of the building, but if we're saying, let's say someone wants to come in here and then go back out. Yeah. I mean, we could allow multi-direction on some of these, right? If we do allow multi-direction on like two of them to allow these guys to go back, that might work. But for the time being, it's not bothering us. So let's just come in over here. Now, all of these guys should now be moving and we should hopefully stop having issues. This guy would have been able to get out quite easily. Yeah, so the one-way component of things here is a lot more helpful. So we are seeing stuff being delivered. Food, electronic components though. Yeah, anyway, for construction. Yeah, okay, so that's okay. Have we had meat delivered? Yeah, we have. Okay, excellent. So we can probably do our own stuff. We're going to start seeing boards arrive. That's okay. Fill that up as best you can. Okay, we had some research done. So now that that's moving again, right? Where do you want to go? You are heading to the Savasi Customs House. So you should find your way through there quite easily, right? Just find your route. Come on. Hang on, let's just see. Have I still not fixed my signaling? Oh, I'm still busy working on my signaling over here. Okay, so what I would like to do is just make sure that we fix this side of the signaling as well. Come on. Chain there. We may find ourselves in a little bit of trouble here. Depending on whether we have any trains on here. We don't. Excellent. That is awesome. So everybody here should be able to get their signals going. Excellent. That should put us in the right state of mind here. Good stuff. That should do the trick. That leads everybody in here. Let's get our chain there and our, come on, our normal block signal in there. And all of those should be appropriate. Okay, so I think Going back here, this guy should find its way. Everybody here should really be able to find their way now, right? How come? Everybody is slowly moving. Where are you trying to go? You should find your way, guys. I know you're all saying you're... What's your problem? You're already through it. Hang on. Let's just double check our signals here are okay. That's fine. Oh, it's the wrong way around. This is the problem. We should be able to sort that out. All of this should now work, right? Yeah, that guy sorted itself out. So did I mess up signals anywhere else? It's okay. Going through. Going through. This is allowing for turnarounds, which may be required. Yeah, it's not going to be required. So let's just sort it out in the right possible direction here. For the time being, we're not working on that. So really, you should be able to find your way in there and out and do all of that, right? Just find your way. You should find your way now. Really? Why are you not finding your way? What are you struggling with? You're struggling with this? You're not even going there, are you? You're going to the have a coal drop. Right? How? How is this an issue? It keeps stopping. Shall we say that? There we go. And now what I'll do is I'll send you to the have a coal drop. I believe you'll find your way now. There we go. Good. Now everybody will move again. Excellent. Good stuff. Okay, we had some research done, so let's quickly go and have a look. Wow. Multiple research is done. This one. Go and have a look at this one first. So we finished off that. Basic fire prevention might be a good thing. Party member rankings. I don't even know what that does. But I think it's some loyalty boosts and things like that. So air traffic study might be important. Let's get that going because we're already using that. So that's the one. So now our distribution should be fine. Our geological map is done. So let's have a look. What's the next component of this for us? I'm not going to be bothered with those just yet. Let's have a look at basic, actually, study on concrete. Let's get the concrete going so that we can get our prefabs working. Okay, now, what did we just finish? Let's have a quick look at our research here. Oh, we finished that one? We should definitely go and add the next piece, the vitamins piece. Hopefully our health will start to improve. Look, health is improving already. You need to have a look at this forest study. That would be quite interesting. Geological map is available. So if I'll have a look at this, yes, now we can see. Now we can see. Not blind anymore. So party member rankings. Studies about how we should rank the party members to know which are most loyal. Then that gets us the secret police. That gives us favorite parking members. I'm assuming party members. Studies about how we should protect most loyal party members and make their lives easier. Then cards for most loyal citizens and education for most loyal citizens. So we're already using these things, so we probably need to make a bit of a start on that. Logistics is done. We don't use containers at the moment, so that's not an important piece for us. But interestingly enough, now we can do things like basic fire protection, which is something that I'm quite interested in doing as well. So let's clear all of those out. Let's we've cleared all of our messages out. Let's come over to the medical university and make a start on the next piece. Okay, so the next one I would like to have a look at is probably vitamins to drop our issues with pollution a little bit. That would be quite useful. This is all kind of getting constructed, so we should be in a position where we can put even more people in. We're not going to use it because we can barely fill this one up, so that's okay. That's not something that's an issue for us. So at the moment, we do not have clothing. We've got food and alcohol and electronic components available over here. Here we've got boards, and we also have meat available. So what I would like us to do, I would like to say you are coming to pick up over here. You can load until it is empty. And what you will do is you will drop off over there and drop off over there. So you will unload at this location, not load, and you will unload at that location. And for the time being, are we going for 30%? Yeah, they're pretty sizable. So yeah, actually, maybe let's add them a little bit higher, to be honest. Let's go for 50%. So they can start moving stuff around. Will something are moving? Doesn't look the case. We probably need more. Oh, here comes the snow. We're going to continue working on our research in the snow. So I think all of our distribution into this area is now working. Do we have anywhere else that we need to distribute to beyond this one? Does anybody else need anything distributed to them? I don't think we've got a hotel or anything that needs anything distributed to it. Clothing is missing. Where is this? Yeah, that's a problem. Clothing, we do need to ramp up our clothing production. So out of clothing there, where am I going? I'm going in the wrong direction. Clothing is being done over here. So we are producing fabric at a reasonable rate, and we have fabric available. Clothing is our big issue, and it's number of people. We don't have enough workers in this location to really bolster our clothing production, even though we are putting these guys in directly. So let's just have a look. How many prison steel worker trucks are in there? There's already 4 of them in there. How many prisoners do we have? Plenty. Do I buy 2 more trucks and just put 2 more onto it? I think that's what I'll do. Let's quickly buy prison transport. There's a new method for filtering through here. So if we have a look at prison bus, right? Prison bus. We will buy 2 more of these. And once they're there, we'll assign them to that route so that we can get even more. It's called steel at the moment. We'll move even more of that. So we're doing pretty quickly here. We've got the research done, which is an important one. This one is a traffic jam that I don't really care about. This research was done over here, I think, at Kowski, actually. We did the broadcasting research over here. Yeah, we did. So let's get a radio broadcast underway there. I would like to assign a few more people to it. Good. Another research program has been finished. That's synthetic fertilization, which is good. We will need to have a bit of a look at what we can do in terms of fertilizer. It's not our top priority because we are also importing crops, so that's okay. Am I doing pollution research? That's an interesting one. The other one is forest study. Let's start with the forest study. How many can I can assign a few more people to it, right? Yeah, let's get a few more people onto that. Good. Over here, still working on air traffic control. And over here, still working on concrete. It's going to be done in just a minute. And we'll quickly assign, I'm thinking probably prefabs. Yeah, this is moving really quickly, so I'm loving that. What's going on over here? We are improving health and we are improving happiness. I'm very happy with that. Okay, let's park it there. That's been done. Now that we've done... now prefab construction. Let's go for prefab construction straight away. It's going to be quite important that we get that done so that we can continue our prefab construction components. Okay, what are we doing here? So, someone is... Why are you waiting? What's happening with our signals? That is not right, is it? Let's ignore the red signal for you, and then hopefully that should allow the other one to change. No, does not seem to be the case, so ignore that one. Yes, now it all seems to be working. Okay, good. Move them in there. Food is missing. I know where that is, and we do need to up our resourcing in that area. Another research program is done. Air traffic control. We'll move over this way and quickly have a look at that. So, big monuments is something we would like to see. Fire helicopters is something we're already using. Probably we need to get that one moving, just because I'm worried that they stopped working for some reason. But really, it's fairly easy to adapt to the changes thus far. Everything that we had built is already working and doing its thing. What we are missing is things like fertilization, which is not a big deal at the moment because it's pretty snowy out there. How's this going? Oh, I need to actually assign these vehicles. So let me get that vehicle, and it's going to be Kioski Prison Steel Workers, I think, is the one. Yeah, it's going to the clothing factory. Start that, and we'll do the same thing over here to Kioski Prison Steelworkers, and I will, while we're at it, just rename it to Kioski Prison Clothing Workers. Okay, so hopefully that will sort things out a little bit more. We'll try and get our line spacing a little bit better, try and get more people in here. Because we are certainly struggling. Look at how few people are actually coming through to come and work here. What's our population look like in Kioski over here? We do have this. Oh, it's like 5,000. So it's really a reasonable population. We just have too much for them to be working on at the moment, I think. How is this going? Chemicals? Chemicals looking good. So what stopped production? A coal power plant? Whoa. This is problematic. Why? We don't have any workers here? Where are our trains? Where are our trains? How many trains do we have on this line? We've got 3 trains on this line. So one should have just delivered people, right? Why am I... Oh, here it comes. It's going to deliver people right now. That's a problem. We need to make sure that we've got workers here, right? The bus dropped off a few workers. And now the train will drop off a few more, I think. No, don't work on construction. That is silly. Stop it. That is silly. Come on. Working on construction. Can you believe it? Stop it. Stop it completely. Yeah, all of this will slowly get built. And look at that. Lots and lots of steel there. Now, the question is, can we... Okay, things are costing us money at the moment. We bought... What did we buy? Exported vehicles. We importing a lot of stuff. It's probably a full shipload of grain. That's what we're seeing at the moment. We're running out of coal here. Okay, so one of the things we need to do is, as we grab more people, we need to send more trains this way to be able to feed our coal addiction at the moment. We've got a bit of a coal addiction going on. So one of the things that we could have a look at is certainly getting a train in here to manage our imports and exports. Go around, go back. We certainly can look at a train to deal with that. So, shall I buy us another train over here? Let's quickly do that. Let's buy a train. We would like to buy a train. I'm going to pause it while we do that. And we are after an electric locomotive. So the one, and we're looking at speed, and it's this one that I'm using at the moment at 120. So I can't really go faster than that. Those aren't bad either. But, no, actually, it's a little better. That's good. There's some new models in here. Definitely some new models in there. 160. Yeah, lots of 160s. That's the max speed we can do at the moment. 140. Let's just go with this guy. It seems to be pretty strong. We'll get that one to go. And then at the same time, we would like some cargo wagons. See if we can see some other stuff in here. We definitely want a hopper. We've got a waste one. ES. I don't know what the ES is for. But what we're after is hoppers. And we're also, well, there's some new boxcars in here as well. Little bit. Yeah, that's a new one, isn't it? No, it can't be. Anyway, we are after a couple of hoppers. That's the only hopper we have. Yeah, seems to be. And we would do some open wagons as well. So let's do, it needs 10 hoppers actually, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think that will be taken with one foul swoop here. Okay, so now we've got this vehicle. So let's assign it to this distribution office. Oh, actually, now if we get it to start, we won't actually be able to give it a... Okay, so we'll need to send it to a depot instead. So we'll find it a depot down here somewhere. There we go. Send it to that depot. And now we can give it a route. Okay, we will now say, please come in here, pick up whatever you can, and then drop them off over there. Okay, so now it's going to go back and forth and just collect some wagons for us. And we will say, please go and do that. So your next stop is this one. And what I'll need to do is just turn you around. Okay. We'll see how many you're going to grab. Research programs are done. Probably going to grab 8 and leave 2 behind. Yep. There we go. So there's still a few things in there. The next piece that I would like to buy, let's buy some more cargo wagons, will be these guys, these open wagons to move steel around. We can also do an open car that does steel. So 145 for that one, and it moves 69 tons of steel. This one costs 140 and it moves 79 tons of steel. So we'll do the open wagon, this one. The others are not necessarily any larger or bigger or better, so we'll just go with these. Now, for this, we probably don't need as many. So 80, 160, approximately 320 in four wagons. So maybe 5 wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Traffic jam, that's okay. I need to probably stop that specific traffic jam. I wish I could stop that specific traffic jam from happening. There's definitely some other bits and pieces we need to have a look at. What is this guy doing? Is this selling... What? Oh, no, it's getting iron. I'm like, I don't think you should be selling iron. And then the other one will get an extra locomotive, electric locomotive. We'll just get a second one of these guys. And what I'll do is I'll just move that one to over here. Perfect. So that should give us a little bit. Okay, so they're going to run in that way. That's okay. That's all good. Okay, well, that's been quite an interesting episode. Well, let's quickly go around our research one more time, and then we'll end the episode there. So vitamins are moving. I can give us more people here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we'll move that a little quicker. Hopefully that helps our... Yeah, health is looking good. Happiness is looking fine. If we want to make an effort, we can. Ooh, this is someone that's stuck that shouldn't be stuck. Ooh, why are you stuck? Okay, well, we'll close you out. No, while you're stuck. It's interesting. So we didn't get that train. There we go. That seems to work sometimes. Oh, it's just when this guy comes in. I do wonder if we remove that. Yeah, then it just goes all the way up to there. It gets stuck together anyway. Okay, that's fine. I'm not sure what they're working on. They're busy building that other section, I think. That's fine. Okay, let's wrap around with this. Okay, so we finished off some form of research here. Party members, international aid. Oh, we did... What did we do? I can't remember what we did, actually. What research did we finish? We get through this stuff so quickly. So... What was this? Oh, okay. That was over here. We did the helicopters. So international air traffic. Let's grab that one. Let's get going on that one. We'll move in here. Finished with... I can't remember what we finished on this side. Ah, yes. Double prefab panel. So let's get moving on that one. We've got a university over here that has stopped working. Okay, so wood cutting planting, right? It's important to think about nature and forest. This research will introduce strict policy for woodcutting offices. 1 tree down will mean 1 tree planted. So I'll do that, but I'm not too sure how that actually works. But let's get moving on that. Let's get a few extra people to kind of work here. Yeah, that's good. Let's move on to our next university, which is this one over here. That's still busy working on the radio. Okay, good. Let's clear out all of those, and I think that's what I'm going to call the episode, guys. There is a lot of stuff for us to catch up on with regards to research, and it's going to be a slow burn. And then, of course, we are bringing some wagons in here. Why are you... I see. Okay, so what we should be doing is... okay, well, let's get you to go back. Get you to go back. It should be fairly reasonable to get you out of there. Let's get a mixed signal going on over there. And, oh my, you're completely in the wrong thing at the moment. Ooh, okay, well, let's see what we can do. That's still done. We'll do that one. We'll do that one. My goodness. We'll do this one. We'll do that one. And we'll do this piece right here. Oh no. Oh no, that's gonna not work. It may work. It may work if we... Hang on. Yeah, do that. Just get stuck there for a minute. Let's just get this guy through. Because they will be running right into one another. So that one's going to go into the right spot. And it's disappearing. Okay, now switch you to be able to do that. You would like to turn around, please. And you should find your way. Ooh. Really? You can't find your way out that way? No, can't. Let's just assign you here. Okay. That's gonna be that because we haven't now actually... Okay, so what I will do is I'm actually gonna do this one so that it doesn't actually work. We don't want them to keep going into that one. They can just go into the other one. That's an interesting problem there. Let's quickly fix this, and then that will be the end of the episode today. And you guys tell me what you think about some of the changes that we're implementing because of the new update. Fix this. And I will continue to think about what the actual way forward is with using with a potential new playthrough. It does that. Does that. Okay, good. But I've got some ideas. I've got some ideas about what I would like to do with a new playthrough. That needs to be there, and do this, and do that. Perfect. Okay, so now that's back up and running, but we still need probably another one to to send our other wagons over this way. I hope I can maybe move all of them with one additional locomotive, so we have like 3 locomotives in here. Wow, we've dropped. Buying trains is quite an expensive endeavor. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed that, if you would like to see this series continually, tell me that in the comments. Or do you want us to start a brand new series looking only at, or playing with, not only with, but looking a little bit more in detail on the trash and maintenance side of things? Do you want me to kind of continue this at a slower pace and then do an extra series, or do you just want us to keep going with this series? Let's see what you all think, what the audience thinks. I'm quite keen on both, so let's see what you can come up with. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.